I missed the move, and I was quite happy when I got back at the end of September, and everything was already here, and the new furniture was set up, and I thought it looked really nice. We still have a
Yeah.
little bit of organizing to do. Moving takes longer than you think. Just because we moved here doesn't mean the move is over. We still have to move in. The moving in takes a long time.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's the
making
bad part.
making good use of our space because we have a lot less space here than we used to. So,
It's true.
but yeah, no, I'm really happy to be here, and I like the environment, and the modern building is a nice change. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll demonstrate style. Nordic walking, and try not to trip and fall on my face. Watch out. Stardate 2017-181. Greetings. If you're watching this, then that means that I have either retired or am about to retire. And I have made this recording for you as I prepare to come out of orbit and land on this strange new planet called retirement. I must say that I'm kind of surprised at what a big transition retirement has turned out to be for me. It's hard to realize that I'm 65 years old because inside I still feel a little bit like I'm still just about 22. But the signs of the signs are there that my the days of my youth have gone by, and I notice that more and more people in the world are younger than me. It used to be I was the baby of the family and the youngest kid in the class, but now more and more people here are younger than me, and it's time for me to move on and let them take my place. As I look back over my career, I have to say that it's been an interesting one. I've done a lot of moving around, and often it seems that I did more moving sideways than progressing up the ladder. But in any event, it's been an interesting time. Um, I guess my first real job was working for my father-in-law in a small family business. And then I began working for a subsidiary of the telephone company at a time when they were actually working on a prototype of what later became the cell phone. And then I took some time off when I had my first child. And when he was about 2, I came back to work and I started working for the province of BC, first with the liquor distribution branch in their head office, and then with the Ministry of Social Services. And after about 15 years with the province, at that time I'd been working for several years as a financial assistance worker in the welfare office, and I was getting pretty burned out. So the government at the time was going through a massive downsizing of the provincial public service, and I decided to take a buyout package and to boldly go looking for a new job. Things didn't turn out quite as easily as I had anticipated, but in the end, I secured a CR4 term position with Health Canada in the Sinclair Centre. And then after about a year, I got that coveted indeterminate position with Veterans Affairs. Later, I got a promotion to the RCMP E-Division headquarters. This was their old headquarters down at 37th and Cambie. And at the time I was working there, that was when they were building the Canada line, and Cambie Street was a giant trench. So I remember that time. And then finally, my knowledge of French helped me to beam up to a role as the executive assistant at the Canada School of Public Service in the Pacific and Yukon region. And the rest is history. I've been at the school now for almost 10 years, and I've seen regional directors, managers, and co-workers come and go. And I sometimes wonder how I've managed to stay so long. I think there's a lot of reasons for that, but probably the most significant one is the gravitational pull of the people that I have worked with at the school. You're an eclectic group of hardworking, motivated people, and you've really made it worthwhile working here, and I've forged strong bonds of friendship over the years with all of you. During my time here, we've been through many changes, some very challenging times. We've seen the privatization of second language training, the switch from cost recovery to A-based funding, the complete overhaul of our curriculum, and on a local level, we've had our move from the Heritage Post Office building at the Sinclair Centre to our new office space at Library Square. I'm proud to say that I've played more than a small role in managing that move, and I think that's probably one of the major achievements of my career. But in reality, what counts most as I look back is the people that I've worked with here in the Pacific and Yukon region, in our offices in Vancouver, Victoria, and Whitehorse, and also folks in the regional offices across the country and in headquarters in Ottawa. And although I have gained a bit of a reputation as someone who is not afraid to speak her mind and to say that the emperor has no clothes, I hope that I'm also remembered as someone who could be trusted and who could be counted on to come through in a pinch. So now as I embark on my retirement, I'm looking forward to having more time to spend on creative pursuits like music, writing, and maybe even some art. And I want to do some travel, starting with a trip to Portugal later this summer. But I also want to spend some time working towards things that are important to me and which seem to be so threatened in the world today. A world which is quite different from the world that I had envisioned when I was a young person growing up in the 60s and 70s. So I hope to use my new free time to volunteer and to do things to help encourage and promote sustainable and compassionate life here on planet Earth. Because just like the crew of the Starship Enterprise, we all need each other. And so I leave you now with these words. I wish you succès, bonheur et amitié, and au revoir.